Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I am a Boeing 737 pilot and a member of PMDG's tech team. Microsoft has just made live the Sim Update 10 beta version 1.27.9, which is the first Sim Update 10 beta, and it does promise quite a couple of interesting and exciting changes. The release notes have been published in the Microsoft Flight Simulator forum, and I have linked to them in the video description below if you want to read it yourself straight away. So, let's quickly go over them before I tell you a little bit of a first-hand experience with the Sim Update 10 beta. Various improvements have been worked on for DirectX 12 around stability, performance, and memory usage. However, there currently is an issue that will show graphical artifacts that will prevent you from enjoying the game in virtual reality with DirectX 12 enabled. So for now, if you're using virtual reality and you want to try the Sim Update 10 beta, it is recommended that you better refrain from using it until Microsoft has fixed the issue. They are actively investigating it at the moment though. Now, something very cool as well is that secondary windows can be added to the left and right of your main Flight Simulator window. That basically enlarges your field of view, especially when using several monitors. So basically, if you have one monitor right in front of you, one to the left, one to the right, then you can now put the views to the left and right onto those monitors. A new anti-aliasing and upscaling option has also been added with Nvidia's DLSS. And a new cloud layer system has been implemented that will provide for more vertical precision of the clouds at low altitudes to better reflect the various altitudes and thicknesses of the clouds close to the ground. So, several system-related issues relating to bus trip activities have been fixed. And the VFR map has been updated to include a number of new quality of life features thanks to working title simulations, as well as adding compatibility with the G1000 NXi flight planning system. Now, the G1000 NXi is probably one of the biggest changes that many of you are going to come across when looking at the new Sim update. That is because the G1000 NXi by working title simulation is now the default G1000 in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And for those of you who have been using the NXi previously, you will be aware that it does bring a whole number of features to the simulator that the default G1000 did not have available, including vertical navigation, procedure turns, holding, radius to fixed legs, visual approaches, accurate autopilot and modes, full RNAV, and quite a bit more. So that is a very, very cool system that those of you who have been using general aviation aircraft that had the G1000 in them are now going to experience. The NXi really is a very, very good add-on to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I can only recommend you, if you haven't tried it out yet, even if you don't want to try the beta, you can find the free G1000 NXi in the marketplace and download it from there. 100% recommendable to try out, whether you have the new Sim Update 10 beta or not. Now, it also includes a couple of different features. For example, all in-game moving boats, as in vessels, now have a wake effect on PC. Now, that's a very important change, isn't it? All right, just kidding, guys. One more thing, going down to the software development kit updates. I've skipped over quite a bit of stuff in here, but if you want to read it up, the release notes or the link to the release notes is in the video description. And in there I can find one line which does sound very interesting to me. Now, I'm not a developer, so be aware that this may or may not mean something, but, and I quote, terrain and weather map APIs updated to match new WASM map APIs, including extended color definitions and breakpoint. So all I read from there is weather API updated. I don't know if I'm actually getting anything out of its original content. So nonetheless, this promises to me that we will hopefully finally be able to access the weather using the API. And going down a little bit further in the WASM update section, we can actually see implemented terrain and weather API. So hopefully, finally, developers will be able to add a weather radar to their aircraft. I know that PMDG has been waiting for it, I know that Phoenix has been waiting for it, and many other developers have been as well. So hopefully, finally, we're going to get weather radar with the Sim Update 10. Now, many of you will probably be eager to try out the beta version of Sim Update 10, and I have personally not done so, but I have a couple of friends who did, and here's what they have experienced with the new Sim Update 10 beta. Now, be aware that personally I have refrained from using it, so what I'm going to tell you is secondhand information. The reason I refrained from using it is because I was a little bit afraid that it might just cause instability in the simulator at all. And we all know how Microsoft Flight Simulator runs, or not runs, depending on how you want to see it. So personally, I prefer the stability of the simulator over getting to see new features first. However, here's what some friends of mine have found out. Basically, it is very easy to opt into the beta program using Steam, and downloading the beta is quick and fast. Now, when you try to run the beta for the first time, it does work well with the default versions. However, if you want to use add-on aircraft like the PMDG 737, the Phoenix A320, or other complex add-ons, then there are some problems with them at the moment. And most noticeably, basically, it simply crashes to desktop. Now, one friend of mine tried it very much in detail with the Phoenix Airbus, and within the first hour or two, he got 3 crashes to desktop and never made it quite far. It always crashed to desktop right at the gate. So another friend of mine tried it with a PMDG and had similar results, which suggests that at the moment the Sim Update 10 beta is not compatible with complex add-on aircraft. Also, they tried to remove the simulator update then and to get back to the standard software update 9, which also caused them issues, and reverting to Sim Update 9 was actually not possible, requiring a complete flight simulator reinstallation. Now, you know how many gigabytes that flight simulator is, so you'll have to determine for yourself if you actually want to try the new update out to see those new features in action, but most likely at the cost of losing your complex add-on aircraft. As said, this is second-hand information. I have not verified it myself because you guys know from my live streams that my internet can be a little slow at times, and I really don't want to spend 2 or 3 days to reinstall the simulator just because I wanted to see that new update in action. So, that basically concludes today's video. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? You'll have to decide. Now, personally, I would recommend you, if you just want to hop in and fly, like the vast majority of you guys probably want to do, then I would refrain from updating to Sim Update 10 until the public release is out, so until it's no longer in beta. But if you are really into software and you just want to try the new features and don't care too much about your add-on aircraft, then you probably want to give this one a try and see what it's like. If you did do that, please leave a comment below the video, tell me how you liked it, or you can join my new Discord server, which has just been made live today. The invitation link to which is going to be in the video description as well. So I'm looking forward to hear your opinion on this. I'm looking forward to see what experiences you are going to have with the new Sim Update 10 beta. As said, personally, I will remain on the public release version of Sim Update 9 for the moment, because it just runs a lot more stable and is compatible with the add-on aircraft. But if you're deciding to try the new one, do let me know in the comments what you think of it. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'm looking forward to see you all in the virtual skies this weekend.